camera's recording. The audio is actually recording this time. Wow, might this be going smoothly? No, it probably won't at all. Anyways, hi everybody, what's up? And welcome back to Unhinged with Chris Klemens. I am Chris Klemens. Now, I do want to start off with a gorgeous glass of wine. If you guys haven't seen my main channel video on youtube.com/Chris, I did with my mom. We did like an at-home DIY janky wine tasting in my kitchen. This is like my second summer being obsessed with orange wine. And my wine store in Delaware just finally got orange wine. And I was kind of skeptical, and it turns out I was correct. However, I got this one in New York. It's called We Made Contact. There's two little aliens on the front. And I figured, what a perfect time to... I haven't had a sip of it. I literally waited. I thought about sneaking a sip and then totally lying. And then I was like, girl, for what? Just wait 10 minutes. And 10 minutes later, here I am. So I figured it would be fun to start with a glass of wine because my brand new drop with Middle Kid, which is my brand, just came out this week. I am so excited about it. I've been feeling really invigorated with Middle Kid and really motivated. And I really feel like I'm getting like my work ethic back, which is so exciting. And so, yeah, I'm really proud of it. You can go to middlekid.supply to shop. It's, I will always serve my country. If you're watching the video episode of this on youtube.com/unhinged, you know the shirt, honey. But I'm really excited. I'm really proud of it. And I can't wait for more stuff to come. So cheers. Thank you, everybody, for your patience. I know it has been forever that I've been teasing this shit, but all right, here we go with the wine. Oh, honey. Oh, honey, that's Welch's grape juice, mama. Wow. That's fucking incredible. Okay, so, yeah, okay. It's Friday. You know what? Fuck it. Now, for today, I wanted to get a little fun, get a little spacey. And by spacey, I mean elevated. I sent out a prompt on my Instagram at Chris Klemens for unhinged citizens to call in to 667-577-0807 and tell me about the most inappropriate place you've been high. I kind of saved it there with a British accent. But yeah, I am someone who's definitely stoned in many situations. Is that pee on the carpet? Oh, honey, we're going to have a problem if that's piss. Oh my God. Okay. Sorry, ADHD is sadly winning the game today. I just redid my basement. So we're in my basement right now, but I've turned this pretty much into a full studio. So I've just set up my YouTube corner over there so I can do more DIY videos. And I put these rugs down that used to be in my house growing up. And it looks like there's a giant fucking piss stain on it. And I might have to kill one of my dogs. I mean, I'm not actually... Oh my God, there's no way that... Okay, sorry. Back to topic. I asked unhinged citizens to call in and tell me about the most inappropriate place you've been high. Oh my God. And just like that, we are getting a call. Hello, and thank you for calling Unhinged with Chris Klemens. Where is the most inappropriate place you've ever been high?
Oh my fucking God, let's fucking go.
Let's go indeed, baby. Give me the tea.
Okay, what's up? Okay, so I was a pretty avid smoker of the marijuanas in high school.
Okay, and how old are you now?
26.
26. Okay, so you're pretty removed from high school. Got it.
Yeah, and I kind of feel like at that time was like 2014, 2015, 2013, like Marina and the Diamonds. I'm on Tumblr. I had a pale blog. We're romanticizing pills. We're romanticizing the other things that we sniff and everything else.
Ugh, may I just add right now that I miss that era. I know it was problematic as fuck, but how simple and how free did we all feel at that little grunge, pale, pill addiction Tumblr phase? Ugh.
We had a gift that went back and forth, and no bedtime. It was the best time of all time.
It really was. Okay, so you're in high school in your Tumblr era, and I'm
yes.
almost scared as to where this story is going because you have really set it up for this to be one of the most inappropriate places to be high.
It's just because, of course, like, you're in this era, you're smoking a lot of weed. Of course, you're, like, seeing all of these cool girls do all these other drugs. And of course, like, you're sad and depressed. So you're like, okay, let me like lean into the world of other different kinds of narcotics that marijuana was a gateway drug for. I was on the debate team in high school, and all of us were like huge potheads. There was a guy with a guitar, like always around, just huge smokers.
Wait, there was a guy with a guitar always around in debate club? Did someone not tell him that like band was down the hall? Like, he's just straight up like playing Sweet Home Alabama on a guitar while y'all are like, no, Your Honor, my innocent is client or guilty. I didn't do debate club, clearly.
No, I know. But those who shout out to all of the ex-policy debaters listening now. If you've ever done policy debate, it's like you're speaking a mile per minute, like 20 miles per minute. It's just like it's very much like a fast-talking thing. And there were many tournaments where I'm accidentally dropping a pen, but I'm fully doing a little key, doing a little line.
Wait, whoa. You dropped a pen, like not the one that you're writing policies with.
Yeah.
You dropped like
I'm dropping a pen, doing a little bump, and then coming back up, and like it's my turn to speak. So I'm just like
in the courtroom?
Well, it's like the way policy debate works, it's like it's all like it's high school versus high school.
Oh.
So we're just like in a classroom with another student, with one other person in the room, technically. But I was fully and of course, like as you go through the tournaments and as you sort of get further on into the entire thing, the room becomes more and more full of spectators and people watching. Only because they're like, they want to watch, they want to see, they want to learn.
So you are 17 in high school with people watching you on a debate tournament, and you're doing butts under the table?
Yeah.
Okay, first of all, Charlie XCX is so proud of you. Second of all, where the fuck did you even get that in high school?
Well, I feel like, so I would go into the bathroom and get like shitty fake LSD. I would pop an LSD tab second period for geometry. So by the time lunch hit, I was peaking, and I had and I was on the library. I had a library course, so I would just like sit in the library behind the desk, like rolling balls, tripping acid. I'd be popping pills. High school me was really bad, but I think the worst part of course, like being on pills in high school, very bad place to be high. But I think specifically during debate tournaments, like thinking I'm so sneaky and chic, dropping a little big pen or whatever the fuck.
You drop a key and you're like, oh, sorry, my house key just fell out of my pocket. Just wanted to make sure I didn't forget it.
I wonder how they smell. Yeah, absolutely.
I wonder how they smell. That is so fucking stupid.
I know.
Oh my God. So
now it's all out of my system. Now I don't really care about anything else.
Got it. I'm glad we beat that. But okay, so the most inappropriate place you've been high is literally a debate club in high school. Jesus Christ. You walked so Euphoria could run.
Euphoria was my high school experience. People were like, who goes to high school like this? I was like, that was me, babe.
You're like, yeah, I am Sydney Sweeney and fucking Alexa Demi all in one. Jesus Christ.
Yes, I am Alexa Demi. I feel more, I claim Alexa Demi for sure.
Wow.
But that was like almost every high school tournament, almost every single time, before the tournament, after the tournament. Of course, like, my parents were never home. Like, I lived around the corner from my high school. We're dropped back off at 9 o'clock at night, 10 o'clock at night, like after the tournament is over, getting dropped off back at my high school and being like, okay, so what are we doing now? Like, where are we drinking? Where are we smoking? Where are we doing this? Like, the party just kept going on. So, yeah.
Wow. Okay. So this is definitely some valid contraception, because I don't think I can ever have a kid. If the thought that they could be in debate club doing a off of the key I gave them, no, honey. You at least have to do that with me under our roof. I mean, what the hell? Wow. Well,
my mom was pissed.
Your mom found out?
Well, she would be like, are you high? I'd be like, no, I just,
She's like, your nose is bleeding. Yeah, you are.
I'd be like on Molly trying to eat, and I would vomit, and she was like, are you pregnant? And I'm like, no.
Oh my God, that's where I would have said yes. Oh my God. Okay, I have a lot of thinking to do about making this the prompt with my audience. Wow. Okay. Thank you so much for, feeling brave enough to share that fun little high school anecdote. Jesus Christ.
I know.
Well, I'm glad that you survived that. And thanks for calling in. I appreciate it.
Of course. Have a good day.
You too. Bye. I, to this day, will never understand how people got through school on drugs. Like, I can barely get through a music festival on drugs. It's like, now I'm looking back, I'm like, how many people in my high school were on drugs, and did I even notice? Wow, this is really crazy. I would also like to say I am not trying to glorify or glamorize or, make it look sexy. That I'm not trying to make drug use look sexy, okay? I just want to make that clear. I am just asking for historical events from my listeners. So anyways, that was me addressing community guidelines. Yeah, I thankfully never was at a point where I did drugs in high school because, again, I don't know how I would have gone through. Oh my God, we have another call. I'm so obsessed with this episode already. Hi, thank you for calling Unhinged with Chris Klemens.
Oh my goodness.
Where's the most inappropriate place you've been high?
I have called 20 million times. Okay.
Not 20 million.
Oh my God, I watch you every single day.
Thank you.
So I took an edible, 50 milligrams, and I had to have dinner with my boyfriend's family at the time.
Was it the first time that you were meeting his family?
No, I lived with them. It was crazy.
You lived with them?
Oh my God, it was awful. I can go on my resume, honestly.
Okay, got it. How old were you at this time?
I was 18.
Oh, okay, got
I'm
it.
23 now.
Okay, great. So this is still pretty recent.
During this fucking dinner, his dad proceeded to tell his mom that they were growing apart each and every day and that he needed a divorce.
At family dinner?
Family dinner!
While you're on edibles?
Oh, my heart I wish I had an Apple Watch or something on because I would have had the highest BPM ever.
Oh my God, I would have just been having a BM. Holy fuck.
Oh, yeah.
For those who don't know, a BM is a bowel movement. Oh my God, I thought it was bad when you're witnessing your friend and your friend's parent yelling at each other. I have never heard of being in the middle of watching someone else's family fall apart. Wow.
Oh, it was and I was in love with this man. I was full on obsessed with him, thought I was going to marry him. And I didn't realize at the time, when you marry someone, you marry into the family.
No, that's the scariest part. That's what I'm saying is I want to date someone who has no family. That is so hot to me. I would love to get married. If you are essentially an orphan, bring it, bitch. Oh my God, that's horrifying. What did you say? What did you do?
So I just kind of stood there in silence, but we were having lasagna. His mom could cook. His mom could cook nonetheless. I was just happy to have a meal.
Well, clearly the cooking wasn't good enough to keep the husband around because goddamn.
Oh my God, he was the type to come in and be like, what the fuck are we eating for dinner? What the fuck is that? I said I didn't want that. And I'm like,
ew, he's one of those husbands who's I'm home. Where's my hot, fresh meal waiting for me? Ugh.
And why are you not naked? Yes.
Jesus Christ, he sounds like a real winner. So what did you say or do? So you're sitting at no one knows you're on edibles?
No one knew. Me and my boyfriend at the time were on edibles. So when this happened, he went, his face went white, like a sheet. And I didn't know what to do. I grew up with a divorced family, so I didn't really have the whole fighting at home thing. And it was just brutal, dude.
No, that sounds crazy. Holy shit. That sounds insane. It would be one thing if it were your parents being okay, we're getting divorced and you're on edibles. You just didn't need to be there for that convo. That's the craziest part.
I'm if this is how you guys are going to test me to see if I can marry your son, then I need out. I don't need this to be my prerequisite.
No, literally, where's the panic button? I'm a celebrity, get me out of here. What the fuck? You really might take the cake. The last caller was on drugs in debate team in high school. Wow, you guys as a group are unreal.
We're pulling.
We're
pulling.
I'm fucking dead. That's that's just, I've never heard of someone being at someone else's family's divorce announcement. Like, that's crazy.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I feel like I need, like, some acknowledgement here, like an award from this family.
No, you need, like, restitution, honey. I mean, you need compensation.
I'm telling you, I'm putting it on my resume.
No, okay. When you said that at first, I was like, haha, funny joke. No, you actually, like, really could put that on your resume. I don't know what skill set that falls under, but wow. Thank you for your service. I still think of it every day, yes. Yeah, I would be thinking of it literally every day and every night. Some nights I probably wouldn't sleep.
After this happened, he left the room and went upstairs, and then he texted them in a group chat and was like, come upstairs right now, to them. And so his mom and my boyfriend at the time went upstairs, and they proceeded to have the biggest argument. And my boyfriend at the time went, well, if y'all are getting a divorce, I'm hers. Like, you're not my dad.
Oh, okay. I've seen this film before, and I kind of love the ending. Yeah, that is a huge vibe. I'm pretty sure I said the same fucking thing when my parents said they were getting divorced.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
I know so much about you, Chris. It's kind of creepy.
No, this is, like, really unprofessional, unreal, unbelievable. Like, it's just, wow, that, you've really been through it. God, and to be 18 and on edibles experiencing this. I mean, like, I could barely experience my own parents saying they were getting divorced when I was 18 sober.
No.
Oh, my God. Wow. Well, thank you so much for sharing that little mini trauma dump with us.
Oh, I can cross this off my bucket list. I really wanted you to answer for so long, but I'm happy I made it.
Oh, my God. I'm so happy I fucking answered your call because, wow, my life was not the same until before picking that up.
I hope this makes it on the podcast because it would make my life.
Oh, no, girl, it is. I mean, it might be the fucking title. I'm like, okay, my parents got divorced on drugs. Like, boom. I mean, I'm like obsessed. You are everything. Keep on with your bad self, girl.
Hey, I'm trying my best.
I love that.
Thank you so much, Chris.
Thank you. Have a good one.
You too. Bye.
Bye. I see, this is why I'm so fucking glad I didn't start smoking until, like, I was halfway through college. Because I don't think I would have been able to navigate this shit. Or maybe I would have been able to navigate it better. I mean, who's really to say? But fuck. I also think that's so inappropriate for someone's family. I don't care if, like, your kid is dating the person. You don't do that with other people. Like, huh? Although that is, like, such a narcissistic dad trait. My dad would do shit like that all the fucking time. And I'm like, we're in public. Why are we doing this right now? Like, this is unprofessional. God. Oh my God. This prompt is, I've never had calls come in this much. I mean, the fucking phone is off the hook if it were a phone and not a laptop. I mean, we have another call. My audience is so fucked up. I mean, my God. Hello, and thank you for calling Unhinged with Chris Klemens. Where is the most inappropriate place you have been stoned?
Oh my gosh. Hi, Chris.
Hi.
My craziest one is when I was first, like, trying out some little edibles, you know, all that. I used to work at Target.
Okay, and what age is this at around?
I was probably 17 or 18.
Oh my God, y'all are so, like, I'm always so blown away by people who, like, smoke when they're younger. Like, I can't tell if it would have been a great thing or the worst thing to ever happen. Anyways, so you're working at Target, 17 or 18 years old, and you're dabbling with edibles, which is a perfect recipe for a disaster.
So I woke up the next morning, I'm ready to go to work, and then I'm like, something feels a bit strange. I used to work in the clothing department, and then I get there and I start folding clothes, and I realize that 2 hours have passed, and I just have been spacing out. And I'm just having a great time, you know, but I wasn't quite sure what was going on.
How many milligrams did you take? I mean, what is happening?
Probably like 30. So
on your first time?
That was not my first time.
Was it top 10?
I think it was like some little gummies or something.
Was it like your first 10 attempts at edibles?
Probably.
Girl, in your first 10 attempts with gummies, you went to work on 30 milligrams?
Yeah, it wasn't intentional. I was like, I'll chill tonight, and then I'll wake up the next morning. I'll go to work, and then I'll go fold some clothes. But
it wasn't intentional. I'm fucking screaming.
No, I just wake up, and I'm still high.
Oh, okay. I got it. Been there, done that. Kind of miss it, honestly.
The worst part is my middle-aged Karen-esque boss asks me to come help her with something.
Oh no.
And I'm fucking terrified. And she wants me to use the pallet jack, which is like that little...
Yeah, no, I know exactly. It's the thing that helps you move pallets.
Yeah, so she starts to notice that I'm not doing so well, and she's like, "Are you okay? What's going on?" And I'm like, yeah, I'm all good. Yeah, I don't know. And she's like, "Maybe you should go take a little break. It's okay." And I think that maybe she noticed.
I feel like maybe she thought you were about to pass out or something. Because I feel like if she was a Karen, she would have rode your ass. I cannot believe that she basically was like, "Listen, you're doing a great job folding. I mean, the whole store has never been more organized than today, but I'm gonna need you to Bob the Builder this pallet across the store." Holy fuck.
Literally, I don't know, I was sweating, and it's not a good mix. You're in the back of that place. My boss is watching me do this. She's not even helping me. She's just watching me. And I'm high as fuck from the night before, and so that's my little story.
Wow. Okay, so the most inappropriate place you've been high is literal work. Okay, you better work, bitch.
Yep.
Although I bet that is great though for passing the time. I do think about all the weird and random and annoying jobs I had in college, and I'm like, perhaps they would have been more enjoyable had I found gummies.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Some of my friends will just hit their pen and then go out and bust tables, and I just can't do that. I'm a at-home type of girl.
I mean, I would have to do that if I were dealing with people. If I were bussing tables and being a server, I would have to do that because although I would drop every fucking plate on the way to the table, it would be not good.
Definitely. Yeah, wow. I just can't function the same way some other people can.
Unless it comes to folding clothes.
Yep, you just space out. The clothes are a good texture, all of that.
I'm like, "Are you on edibles right now, ma'am?" This is the police. Hands up.
I think of it fondly.
Wow, as you should. Thank you so much for that little anecdote. I appreciate it.
Yes, of course.
Enjoy the rest of your day. And
yes.
I'll talk to you later, doll.
Love you, Chris.
Don't go to work high, you criminal. Bye. Wow. I was going to say I can't imagine going to work high, but I literally go to work high every day, I feel, in this industry. I'm trying to think of an inappropriate place I've been high that wasn't. I think I interviewed a presidential candidate and I was stoned. Well, when I get really nervous for things, I take big hits of my vape pen, and then the vape pen takes a big hit at me. And so I think when I was interviewing Andrew Yang, I was a little stoned. I'm trying to think of where else. Oh, I mean, this isn't great, and there is photographic evidence literally on my Instagram. I went to a Spotify Grammy event. I don't know why I was ever invited, but it's they had every hot person that year performing. Lil Nas X, Billy, who else did they have? Fuck, I used to remember all of these. Lizzo, they had just everyone huge that year. I think it was 2020. Oh my God, it was January of 2020 haunting. And I just got so high before. I don't even know why. I know why, because I get social anxiety and I freak the fuck out. But I got so high, and the pictures of me on the carpet are so mortifying. I mean, luckily, it wasn't actual photos. It was just iPhone photos, so they don't exist anywhere except my phone. and then this episode now. And you can just see it on my face. I am in a different world. Like I went to Avatar and back, bitch, or wherever the world that Avatar takes place in is. Anyways. Just like that, another call. Thank fucking God, because I don't even know what I'm saying. Hello, and thank you for calling Unhinged with Chris Klemens. I would love to hear about the most inappropriate place you've been high.
Hi, Chris. This is so exciting. Oh my God. Okay. So kind of boring, but kind of exciting. I don't know how you're going to take it. But basically, the most inappropriate place I've been high is in philosophy class in college.
In philosophy class?
Yeah.
Okay, you're just trying to open your third eye, girl. I get it.
Exactly, but it was specifically on the day we were going over Greece and how different philosophers viewed Greece. And I literally thought I was Aristotle. I thought it was Plato. I thought I was creating new thoughts and new ideas and going to be the biggest philosopher of our time. And ever since that moment, I've kind of just taken it and rolled with it. And now I consider myself a philosopher. Do I remember anything from that class? Absolutely not. But I remember how it felt.
Did it feel good?
It felt amazing.
I mean, yeah, you clearly thought you were every philosopher in the history of mankind. Wow. Okay. Did you say anything profound? Is there like evidence, documentary evidence of this class at all?
No, nothing at all. I had a great philosopher teacher, though. He was amazing, and he told me he listened to Summer Walker, and he was like, you're going to Coachella? Summer Walker's there. I love her. Awesome.
Okay, yeah, so he was also definitely high in that classroom as well.
1,000%. 1,000%.
I feel like that's not an inappropriate place to be high. Like, that feels like mind expanding.
Okay.
Like, that feels like maybe the safest space to be high besides, like, a marijuana convention, but that seems like that shouldn't count.
I think I'm just like a goody two-shoes. Like, that's inappropriate for myself.
And did you ever go to any other classes high?
Oh, multiple times, but nothing too exciting as philosophy.
Well, I am so confused by this because philosophy feels like that's like yoga pants. It's like, it's appropriate yoga. It's not appropriate at like a funeral. You know, like you taking edibles for philosophy class sounds exactly right. You taking edibles for like biology seems insane.
Yeah, I couldn't. I would have fell asleep directly in biology. I did that being sober. It was just terrible.
Yeah, no, biology is bad enough sober. It's not great. Wow. Okay. Well, Aristotle, thank you so much for calling in.
Thank you. Love you. Have a great rest of your day.
Love you. Have a good one. Bye. There are times now where I kind of wish I went to class in college high because I think, one, I probably would have had a lot greater focus, and two, time would have passed so much quicker. Just to be totally fucking real with the American people. Ooh, and we are getting another call. Hello, and thank you for calling Unhinged with Chris Klemens. Where is the most inappropriate place you have been high?
Oh my gosh, I was just watching your previous episode from last week.
Fuck yeah, I love that. That is exactly the answer I want to hear when someone picks up. Woo!
Oh my gosh. Okay, so when I was maybe in like 10th grade, I started partaking in the deed.
That's like you're 14 or like 13.
No, 10th grade, like 16.
Oh, okay. Much better.
Yeah, sorry.
I'm done.
So I thought I was in my like era. I thought I was really cool.
You didn't know what era it was. You were just in one.
That's true. I did not know what era. I did not know where I was.
Totally. So let's add edibles to the mix.
I was like, oh, Mom, I'm going to go hang out with my friends to study after school. And she said, okay, don't be late. You know, you have something. And I was like, yeah, whatever. And I go with my friends and we go to the park. And I don't know where my friend acquired such a strain. I live in Canada, so I'm guessing it was BC. And if anybody knows anything about BC, it's crazy what they've got there, I guess. I don't really know.
I don't either.
But all that to say, about 5 minutes later, I said, I have to go home. I'm not feeling well. I could not walk. My friend had to walk me home.
It sounds like your friend had to drag you home. Were you able to walk once a friend was helping?
She had to help me because I felt like I was moving in slow motion. And then I got home, and my mom was standing at the top of the stairs, and she was like, hey. Where have you been?
You're like that girl off that TLC show. Hi, how y'all doing?
Literally. And little did I know that my mom, she knew something was up because she came down the stairs and she was like, oh, Phaedra. And I was like, Mom, what or what? And she was like, dude, you have dinner with your grandpa in like 30 minutes. He's coming to get you. And I was like, no.
You're like, I'm sick.
He came to pick me up and we were having supper and he was talking to me. And I did not register a thing. I was just chowing down on like some chicken and fries or whatever it was.
Oh my God. Okay. No offense though. I don't even feel sorry for this inappropriate moment that you're having because your munchies probably hit at the most perfect time for dinner.
Oh, it absolutely did.
Wow.
And that was followed up by us going to see Doctor Strange in 3D. So all that to say, I had a wild ride.
Oh.
With my grandpa.
Whoa. Do we know if whatever you had was laced with anything?
No, it was
just really strong gummies.
Yeah, it was just for sure a stronger thing for sure. And I learned in my later years that my grandpa actually partakes.
Oh my God, you both were definitely just fucking rolling balls, chowing down on munchies.
For sure.
That is a really beautiful ending to the story, honestly. Like, if I felt many things right now, I would probably shed a tear. That is beautiful.
Have you ever had an experience like that with a family member?
I don't know. I feel like a lot of family event. Oh, I mean, yeah, I've definitely like been really high the first time I met my siblings' girlfriend's family.
Oh boy.
I was just like,
that's a bit like removed.
Well, I just like had social anxiety, and I was like, Chris, you can't. We're gonna sedate you a little, and so I did, and then I was just. Oh, and then I got drunk.
Oh, wonderful.
And then I was just crossfaded. And I think I had a great time. I really don't remember. Oopsies, Your Honor. But yeah, I don't think I've ever had like a one-on-one, I'm like rolling balls.
It was kind of intimidating, I'm going to be honest. But at the end of the day, there was no one else that I'd rather, it was a safe space. So I was fine.
Good. I'm so happy to hear that. I do think, though, like, anytime you're at that point where it's like, wow, this is severely overwhelming and I'm, like, just too high, it's never a fun feeling. Like, that level of, like, you have no idea how you're coming across. You have no idea, like, what you look like. You have not a fucking clue at the volume to which you are speaking. Like, it is all just so frightening when it gets to that. I don't think I've been there in a minute. I have been really fucked up on airplanes, though. That's, like, where I sometimes am like, okay, they're watching me. Like, I go full Kristen Wiig and Bridesmaids on a plane. I'm like, there's a woman on the wing. There's something they're not telling us.
I had a similar experience where I also partook before a school trip, my friend and we got on a coach bus and we reeked. And we were like,
girl,
the principal is going to send us to jail. Like, oh my God.
He's going to send us to jail.
And we drove past a police station on the way to wherever we were going. And I was like, this is where I go.
You're like, they can smell us. You're...
And then the next year on the form for the field trip, they were like, do not be under the influence before, during, or after the trip. And my friend and I were like,
yeah,
this is us.
No, you guys, that was based on a true story. Wow. Thank you so much for calling in. I am just obsessed with your little family dynamic. I really gotta say.
Yeah, thank you. Have a good rest of your day as well.
Bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Oh my God, being stoned with a grandparent? I'm trying to think if I've ever done that. I mean, I'm sure at some point around my Nana, I was stoned. My gramps died before I ever tried marijuana. Yeah, I think he did. And then, yeah, my Nana was definitely alive when I was in the thick of it. And I don't know if I was never like uncomfortably high around her. She was like sharp as a tack, or is that the phrase? Yeah, sharp as a tack. And like, I feel like she probably just wouldn't have thought I did weed. She'd probably just think I'm like tired or something. Wow. Yeah, that sounds really intense being just that fucked up. The only time I've gotten that fucked up, I think, is like on a vlog on my main channel where I took a 500 milligram brownie, 500 mg on a red eye because I was like, I need to sleep. I got it through security. I ate it in the airport and then my flight got delayed. And I am sitting there as this motherfucker is taking place in full effect. And I'm just thinking, I'm going to die. I'm going to die in LAX. This cannot be how I go. It was so unbelievably frightening. I think it might have actually been on a layover in like some random airport at like 11:50 at night. Oh my God. That I think about often. That was one of those times where I was just too high to like even remotely function. Oh, we're getting another call. Hello. What in the fuck just happened? Wow, I just immediately have trust issues now picking up any call. So thank you to whoever that was. What in the Barnum and Bailey fuck was that? Holy shit. I almost just shit myself. I'm not going to lie. Oh, I will say like these stories are wild mostly because I can't fathom being high in high school. But like I was expecting y'all to be like, I was at a job interview and I forgot I took an edible. Like maybe I just think you guys are more insane than you actually are. Well, no, never mind. I've heard the stories from today and past episodes. I know how crazy you guys are. Oh, we have another call. Hello, and thank you for calling Unhinged with Chris Klemens. Where is the most inappropriate place you've been high?
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm on the clock right now, but...
Oh, this is going to be a good one, I know. You just had to call in. Let's hear it, girl.
All right, so this happened about a few months ago. Let's just say I'm 420 friendly. I'm usually smoking at work anyways.
Nope, for sure. I mean, you're calling in with this prompt, so I kind of did that math already. Yeah.
Oh my God. So, just some backstory. I work at a restaurant. And, you know, it's tough. So I'm smoking my wax pen in the bathroom. It's already acting up a little bit. You know how it is when, like, wax pen starts leaking and shit. So I'm keeping it in the stall in the restaurant, and it's really clogged. I'm like, what the heck is going on? And then smoke came out. I'm like, okay, cool. And then I feel something in my mouth, and I'm like, and it's a big piece of wax.
No.
And I swallowed it, Chris.
No, everybody knows on the first time you spit, you don't swallow.
Dude, I know.
Okay, as the owner of a dog who just did this with a vape pen, how fucked up were you?
Chris, I was hosting that night.
Oh, girl, I bet you were hosting. I bet you were fucking hosting. You were hosting with the mosting, bitch.
Oh, yeah. I was hosting and cashiering as well, so I had to deal with transactions. Dude, I had like 3 hours left on my shift. It kicked in an hour later. Chris, I was just sitting in the corner, like tweaking out. I was like, everyone knows, my manager knows, like my eyes are red. Dude, my manager even asked me what was wrong. I was like, fuck, like I'm gonna get fired.
You're like, my goldfish just died. I can't contain myself.
Yeah, like my grandma actually just fell down the stairs.
Did she?
But it was like taking... No.
Oh, okay. Well, you sounded convincing, but I mean, I didn't know if that was like... God, this is like the blind leading the blind.
I know. My tolerance is already really high, but it was like taking, no joke, like 10 edibles. Like I was cooked. Like it was hard to drive home. Like my eyes were really red, and I don't know how I got through it. I don't know how I'm still employed, but now I got 2 jobs, so we up.
Okay, well, a piece of advice, leave the fucking wax pen at home for either of those jobs, because it does not sound like you are in control of operating that machinery. Oh my fucking God. I mean, like, what did you do anything weird or outlandish while you're just I mean, in a different dimension?
I was definitely just like, I could really hear sounds really well, like the scraping in the kitchen. And it was freaking me out. Like, I was sitting, luckily there was a chair, and I was just sitting in the corner, like with my legs crossed, like slightly like rocking back and forth. No joke. Yeah.
The way
Not my proudest moment.
The way I would fucking pay thousands of dollars for the security footage of you at this shift.
Shit, you know what? I can hit up the owners. They're always watching the cams anyways.
Oh my God, I can't wait. And this is like a couple months ago, and you're still employed there?
Yes, I'm planning to quit soon, but
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, if you're her boss and you're listening, planning to dip soon. Oh my God.
Oh God.
Girl, just get fucked up at work again and then get fired and get severance.
You know what, shit? Should I like take some shots too? We just got a new bar.
I don't know if taking shots is and like a big old bite out of your wax pen is the smartest idea, but if you do it, definitely feel free to call back and let us know how it went. Cause damn.
You know what? I 100% will. I'll get back to you on that.
No, I'm mostly joking. I don't condone that. I mean, I guess I do, but not at work, girl. That's like a Cabo thing, or like when you're like at home and in a padded room.
Oh, okay. I mean, I just thought it was normal, but low-key, you're taking me back into reality, so thank you.
Yeah, I'm like, no, I understand the whole taking shots and a chunk out of your wax pen. Let's do that in the safety of our own homes. That sounds like a smarter plan, you know?
Yes, I agree. I will not be doing that again.
Good. I'm so proud of you. This is fucking insane. So your boss didn't say anything? Like, they weren't like, hey, your eyes are actually bleeding. Are you good?
He asked me if I was okay. He was like, oh, you good? And I was like using my hair to cover up my eyes. And I was like, yeah.
You just look like the girl from The Ring. I mean, Jesus Christ. You're like, I'm fine, as you're like rocking back and forth getting an exorcism.
No, actually.
Jesus Christ. Some of you guys are just really too brave, I might say. Like, you guys might be too bold and too brave, because I would have had to call out. I would have been like, hey, I actually have pancreatic failure. I gotta go. Like, there's just no way you would have caught me sticking around.
I'll use that as an excuse. But hey, I mean, we were raised by you, Tana, like, Trish. Like, what do you expect? Oh, no. We're not going to put this one on me, coach. Okay? I am not responsible for this dysfunction, okay? Shut up. Thank you so much for calling in and sharing this fun little piece of her story. Yeah, thank you for answering. It was lovely to talk to you. Oh my God, thank you so much for just watching and supporting, and also blaming me for this disaster. I mean, what the fuck? Of course. I'll always put you to the blame, and I'm always supporting you. I'm literally listening to your pod, like your last pod right now, so. All right, well, you saved yourself. Congrats. All right. Thanks so much. Love you. Day. Bye. I don't understand how people still manage to operate that fucked up. Like, genuinely. I am just trying to think, like, if I were like 10 edibles deep. I mean, that's how many edibles I took when I watched Saltburn on my main channel. I'm bringing up my main channel a lot. Go subscribe. And that, I could barely sit on my couch and watch a movie. I mean, wow, God really does give her hardest battles to her strongest soldiers. And with that, I'm starting to feel like I just took 100 milligrams. So I'm going to head on over to the after show. Now, be sure to rate and review this episode. And again, if you want to call in next time, be sure to follow my Instagram, Chris Klemens, and the Unhinged Instagram, Unhinged with Chris Klemens. Be sure to save 667-577-0807 into your phone as Unhinged in case I call you back after leaving a message. And yeah, thanks, guys. Be sure to subscribe if this was your first time or you haven't subscribed. It's available wherever you get your podcasts. And yeah, I'm heading on over to the after show on patreon.com/Chris Klemens. The links are down below if you want to come join and hang. And wow, I'm going to go partake in some of the things that we heard today. Jesus Christ. Y'all are insane.